Hey guys. So, I gotta tell you, I've really been loving those um, Sinful Colors powdered eyeshadows that I got at Dollar Tree recently. Today I decided to take the green one, which is called Evil Eye, and put that all over the lids, and I dragged a little bit along the lower lash line. And then I put the black in the crease and just at the outer edge of my lids. This is called Erotic Black. But yeah, these are two for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I really, really like these eyeshadows. I can't believe how good quality they are for that price. So if you see them, pick them up. They're definitely worth it, and then some. I went around to a bunch of Dollar Trees trying to get the one color that I was missing. And sorry, I wanted to show you these. Yeah, I went around to the different Dollar Trees in my area to try to get that one shade that I was missing, and I wasn't able to find them at any of the other stores in the area. So if you're on the hunt for these, you may have to go to quite a few. But I did find eyeliners. And they're okay, but to be honest with you, I have a lot of other eyeliners that I like better. So I don't, it's hard to say if it's worth it or not because they're $1, so they're okay for $1. But if you're looking for something that's phenomenal for $1, this isn't it. So they just they're gel liners, and okay, that you sharpen them, they don't twist up. And I got this blue one, which is called Provocative, and I got this dark purple one, which is called Intense. And then I got this lilac one, which is called Lilac. I know it's coming off as pink on camera, but in real life, it's a light lilac. Let me do some swatches for you. Yeah, I wasn't looking for these, but came across them and figured, all right, why not? They're good, but, I have other brands, like I said, that I like better. So that's what they look like swatched. So the purple, the blue, and that's the lilac. So they're okay. I've heard that there are actually a lot of other products by Sinful Colors that are showing up at some people's Dollar Trees. I showed you the lipstick that I got. I have it on again today. Really like that formula. But I've also, and I got one of the lip glosses as you saw in the video that I showed you. But I've heard that there's also liquid eyeshadow duos, and I think there was even another product but I haven't seen anything other than what I've showed you. So that is that, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about what I've been watching for TV, movies, and what books have I been reading. Because I was gone for 3 months, and I know that some of you do enjoy those videos and tell me that you have watched some of the things or read some of the things that I have watched and read and really liked my recommendations. So let's start with TV. I couldn't help being exposed to all the hoopla surrounding Game of Thrones, and I had never seen Game of Thrones, and everybody was, talking about it on social media, and then the media themselves were hyping it up, and I was like, well, maybe I should check out this show. Now, I don't have HBO, I don't have cable TV, so what I did was I got the first DVD box set from the library, and I watched it, and I was like, okay, now I get the hype. This is a really good show. So then I just kept doing that. I kept going back, getting season 2, watch that, return that, get season 3. Well, I did that with the first 7 seasons. And then I say we, my husband and I, we ended up finishing season 7 the night before season 8 was going to start. So I said, this is fate, you know, we're supposed to see season 8. So what I did was I took out a subscription to HBO Now, which is their streaming service. And it's $14.99, but there's no like contract or anything like that. So I said to my husband, you know, why don't we just take this for a couple months? We'll watch the last season of Game of Thrones and then we'll cancel it, because I mean, I'm sure that I'll enjoy having it for the next couple of months because I am watching other things on it too. But I don't really want two streaming services because I already have Netflix. And by the way, they just raised the price again. They just raised the price 2 months ago. So getting a little greedy there, Netflix. But yeah, I don't want two streaming services. Disney is going to have a streaming service that starts in November. And that looks pretty tempting because they're going to have, well, Disney owns Marvel. And if you know me, then you know that I love everything Marvel, movies, TV shows, whatever. Netflix pulled all the Marvel TV shows from their service, and that is because Disney's going to be starting their streaming service. So Disney's going to have their own content that is related to Marvel, and it's going to be Disney stuff, Marvel, Pixar, National Geographic, and Fox. Disney bought Fox too. So things like The Simpsons will be on there. I guess all the seasons of The Simpsons will be on there. And it's going to be a really good streaming service, I think. So maybe might want to dump Netflix too and just take Disney. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Or maybe what I'll do is when Disney starts up, add that, and then if it's really good, then drop Netflix. And if it's not really good, drop Disney and just keep Netflix. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, this past weekend, I went to see Avengers Endgame. And it was fantastic. I don't want to do any spoilers or anything because, you know, you may want to see it and haven't gotten a chance for whatever reason. But it was really, really good. I feel like the feeling I got from everyone in the audience was that everybody enjoyed it. At 2 points during the film, everybody broke out into applause and was cheering because they were so excited about what they were seeing on screen. So that was pretty cool. And it was a very satisfying movie, but it really pulled at your heartstrings too. There were parts of the movie that, you know, made you kind of sad, but there were good things too. So it was really, really good. If you've seen Marvel movies and you're familiar with all the characters, the premise, and the storyline, you have to see this. It's a must-see. But if you're not fully immersed in the Marvel universe, you may not get all the references because it really encapsulates all the different parts of the, you know, different characters, how they relate to each other like a family, and it was so, so good. There was some surprises in there, but then some things I kind of anticipated, but I really, really enjoyed it. And the other thing that I've been watching on TV besides Game of Thrones since I picked up this HBO streaming service is I started watching last night a TV show called In Treatment. Now, this is different than what I would normally watch. I just felt like something different. And I don't know if you know who Gabriel Byrne is. He's been around a long, long time. He's very, very good, talented actor. And he plays a psychiatrist. And really all this show is he's a psychiatrist. Patients come in and talk to him. And that's the episode. And so, you know, like one episode will be patient number 1 first week, and then the next episode is patient number 2 first week, and then it just keeps showing you their therapy sessions, and it doesn't sound like it would be that interesting, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. When I worked at Borders Bookstore, one of the things that I was interested in was the psychiatry section. When I was young, that was one of the things that I considered doing, was being a psychiatrist. And then when I found out that I wasn't going to be going to college because there was no way to pay for it and I didn't qualify for anything, even though I knew I wasn't going to be going to school, I still was always fascinated with that subject and have read so many books during the course of my life that deal with just various psychological disorders and treatment programs and self-help books and all that kind of stuff. I just find it so fascinating, like the way the human mind works. So I know that's kind of strange to read those books for fun, but anyway, that's why this show appealed to me, and that's why I enjoy it, because I like Gabriel Byrne. I think he's very talented, but also the subject matter is just fascinating to me and always has been. So if that type of thing appeals to you, you might want to check it out. So it's called In Treatment, and it's on HBO. And as far as books go, I have been reading the Game of Thrones series because I feel like when they do a TV show or a movie that is based on a book, it's nearly impossible for them to include everything because of time constraints. So I like to read the books, and that's what I've been doing. And it's kind of fun to do it that way because now I know what the characters look like. So as I'm reading the book, I can actually see them as they're portrayed on TV by various actors and actresses in my mind as I'm reading the book. So it's almost like, you know, the movie is playing in my head. But yeah, they had to leave out a lot of stuff, obviously. But I'm glad that I am reading the books, because that way it fills in the gaps and explains things so that if you were just watching the TV show, there might be things that you were thinking to yourself, well, geez, you know, I didn't quite understand why this happened or that happened. But in the book, you know, they give you backstory and they go into great detail about everything. So yeah, that's what I've been reading, is the Game of Thrones series. So that's it for today, you guys. I have been having a lot going on. My mom had cataract surgery today on one of her eyes. And then in a few weeks, she's going to have the other one done. But I had to bring her to the hospital. Then I had to go pick her up. And then tomorrow I have to bring her to the doctor's to get it checked. And so I'm trying to squeeze in videos and other stuff that I normally do. So if I skip a day or I'm not around or whatever, nothing's wrong. I just kind of busy. So that's it. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.